All right, so you're getting ready for this Molding Machine Technician interview.
And you want to make sure you absolutely nail it.
We are diving deep into these RoleCatcher resources today
That's right.
to help you do just that.
Yeah, think of this like your secret weapon.
We've got this whole career guide,
Mm.
and then we have some sample interview questions.
Mm-hmm.
And we're going to take a look at how RoleCatcher's AI can give you a serious edge.
Yeah, it's really cool stuff.
Okay, so what is the deal with Molding Machine Technicians?
Yeah.
Like, what do they actually DO all day?
So the RoleCatcher Career Guide really emphasizes just how hands-on this job is.
Oh, cool.
You're not sitting behind a desk. You're working with machinery that's creating products
Right.
that we use every day.
Like what?
Car parts and toys and medical devices.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's really cool.
So it sounds like it involves a lot of problem solving and technical skills.
Yeah, you're responsible for things like calibrating the equipment,
Oh, okay.
and you're doing regular maintenance, and you're inspecting finished products.
To make sure they're good.
Exactly, to make sure that they actually meet the quality standards.
So it's not just about fixing things when they break.
Right.
It's about keeping everything running.
It's about preventing those problems in the first place.
Oh, that's really cool. Okay, so speaking of keeping things running smoothly,
Yeah.
let's talk about a question that I bet you're going to encounter in your interview.
Okay.
How do you ensure that the molding machine is running efficiently and at maximum output?
That's a really good one.
I feel like that's a question designed to really see how productive you are.
It is.
What are they really looking for with this one?
They want to know that you are proactive, not reactive.
Okay.
So think about things like preventative maintenance,
Mm-hmm.
optimizing those machine settings,
Yeah.
and even working with those machine operators to fine-tune the workflow.
So it's about taking ownership and being a part of the team.
Exactly.
What about when they ask you about a specific time when you had to troubleshoot a complex issue?
Oh, yeah.
Tell me about a time when I hate those.
Those always make me nervous.
Yeah, those can be a little tricky.
Yeah.
The key is to pick a situation that really allows you to highlight your problem-solving skills
Okay.
and walk that interviewer through your entire process.
Oh, so like step by step.
Yeah, like what was the problem?
Okay.
How did you diagnose it?
Yeah.
What tools or resources did you use?
Mm-hmm.
And then how did you actually resolve the issue?
The career guide actually stresses the importance of continuous improvement.
It does.
Should we bring that up when we're talking about troubleshooting?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
So maybe you consulted technical manuals
Oh, yeah.
or brainstormed with colleagues.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe you had to experiment with different solutions.
Yeah.
Just show them that you are persistent and resourceful and that you're always learning.
It's not just about finding the solution, it's about the steps you took.
Exactly.
Okay, what about the technical side of things?
Uh-huh.
How much should someone dive into the specifics during their interview? Yeah, you don't want to overwhelm them with jargon,
Right.
but you do want to demonstrate your knowledge.
Okay.
So, for instance, if they ask you about your experience operating and maintaining molding machines,
Mhm.
don't just give them a list of
Okay.
machines that you've used,
Go deeper.
right? Go deeper. Talk about the types of products you've produced,
Okay.
any challenges that you had to overcome, and the results that you achieved.
The career guide also mentions the importance of certifications.
Mm-hmm.
Could you weave that into a response?
For sure, you can definitely weave that in.
Okay.
Highlighting any relevant certifications that you have just shows them that you are committed
Yeah.
to your craft and that you're continually developing your skills.
So even if you don't have like years and years of experience,
Right.
showing that initiative to learn is really important.
It can make a huge difference.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So we've talked about experience.
Mm-hmm.
We've talked about problem solving.
Yeah.
Now let's talk about staying up to date. Because things in this field are constantly evolving and changing.
Absolutely. Technology is constantly evolving.
So how do you convince them that you're not going to be left behind
Yeah.
by the next big thing? I
Yeah.
bet they ask about that.
Do they want to know how you stay current
Yeah.
with the latest technologies and techniques?
So how do you answer that?
Be specific.
Okay.
Don't just say, oh, I read industry magazines.
Right.
Talk about conferences, workshops, online courses.
Oh, yeah.
Professional organizations that you're a part of.
That makes a lot of sense.
Mm-hmm.
The career guide also talks about building a portfolio.
Yes,
Could that come in handy here?
absolutely.
Okay.
Because that's where you're showcasing those projects or certifications that are
Mhm.
related to these new technologies.
To prove that you're doing it.
Right. You're not just talking the talk, you're walking the walk.
Okay, cool. So we've talked about experience, problem solving, staying current.
Mm-hmm.
But what about safety?
Yeah.
Safety has got to be a huge E factor in this kind of job.
Absolutely. Safety should always be top of mind for any molding machine technician.
Yeah.
So when they ask you about how you ensure safety for yourself and for others,
Yeah.
don't just say that you follow the rules.
Right. Because that's a given.
Right. You want to give them specific examples.
Okay.
Talk about wearing your PPE.
Oh.
Talk about conducting those pre-operation checks
Yeah.
on the machine and just constantly being aware of your surroundings.
Would it be beneficial to mention anything from the career guide here?
Oh, for sure.
Okay.
You could talk about the importance of joining industry associations.
Oh, yeah.
Because they actually provide a lot of valuable safety resources
Right.
and training.
Showing that you're really dedicated to that.
Exactly.
Cool. Okay, so we've covered some really important interview topics here.
Yeah.
But what about career path?
Yeah.
Where can this role lead in the long run?
Mm-hmm.
I'm guessing interviewers are looking for candidates who are in it for the long haul.
Absolutely. They want to know that you're invested.
Yeah.
So the career guide actually outlines a lot of different stages for this role.
Okay.
You can start out in an entry-level position and work your way up to these senior roles.
Oh, cool.
So you could start by assisting experienced technicians
Yeah.
and then eventually move on to independently handling the maintenance
Oh, wow.
and troubleshooting.
And maybe even lead teams.
Exactly. Eventually you could lead teams,
Wow.
manage entire departments.
So there's like a very clear path for growth.
Yeah,
That's really inspiring.
it is. And the best part is the demand for skilled molding machine technicians is growing.
Oh, so you get a clear path for advancement and day job security.
Exactly.
That's awesome.
It's a win-win.
So speaking of win-win, let's talk about how RoleCatcher's AI can help you ace this interview.
Okay.
How can their AI tools give me an edge?
Well, imagine if you had a virtual coach
Oh, wow.
who could analyze your answers
Okay.
and give you personalized feedback.
That would be incredible.
That's what RoleCatcher's AI can do.
Seriously.
Yeah.
Like, it sounds too good to be true.
I know, right?
So their AI-powered interview prep tools
Mm-hmm.
offer a library of practice questions
Yes,
that are tailored to specific roles like this one.
exactly.
Yeah.
So you can practice
Yeah.
and you can get that feedback.
That's amazing.
Okay.
Okay. And you can even use their video simulation feature
You can.
to practice your delivery
Yes.
and get feedback on
Your body language
Wow.
and tone.
So it's like having a mock interview with a personal coach
Yeah,
from your own home.
exactly.
That's amazing.
Yeah, it's a great way to boost your confidence
Absolutely.
and make sure that you're fully prepared.
And don't forget about the AI-powered resume builder
Oh, yeah.
to help you create that standout resume.
It can help you highlight your skills and experience.
So it's not just about prepping for the interview.
Right.
It's about getting that foot in the door
Exactly.
with a standout resume.
Okay.
Okay. So we've talked about experience, problem solving, staying current.
Yep.
Let's go back to some of those questions.
Okay.
How do you prioritize and manage your workload when multiple machines require maintenance at the same time?
Ooh, that's a good one.
I feel like that's a really important one to address.
It is because things can get really hectic
Yeah.
in a manufacturing environment.
Yeah. What's the best way to answer that one?
So you want to showcase your organizational skills
Mm-hmm.
and your ability to think on your feet.
Okay.
So explain your process for assessing the severity of each issue.
Mm-hmm.
How do you track those deadlines
Yeah.
and prioritize your tasks?
And what about any software or tools that I've used for workload management?
Yes, bring those up for sure,
Okay.
because that demonstrates technical savvy
I think
and
you-
efficiency.
Okay, cool. And think about specific examples
Yeah,
of when you've successfully juggled those priorities.
exactly.
All right, let's dig into some of the technical knowledge questions. Can you describe your experience with troubleshooting molding machines?
Yeah,
What are they looking for there?
they want to see you in action.
Okay.
They want to see how you problem solve.
So pick a story.
Yes, share a specific story
Yeah.
about a time where you successfully tackled a problem.
With one of these machines.
Yes.
Okay.
And talk about the challenges that you faced,
Yeah.
how you overcame them, and the results.
It's all about showing that you can persevere
Exactly.
and learn from those experiences.
Yes, they want somebody who can think creatively
Okay.
and adapt to those unforeseen challenges.
Got it.
So another question that they might ask you is,
Yeah.
what experience do you have in operating and maintaining molding machines?
Okay, that seems pretty straightforward.
Yeah, it seems pretty straightforward.
But I bet there's more to it than that.
There is.
What do you mean?
You want to go beyond the basics,
Yeah.
and you want to really showcase that deep understanding.
Okay.
So instead of just saying, I've worked with injection molding machines. Yeah.
You want to paint a picture for them?
Oh,
Talk about the types of products that you've made using those machines. Were there any specific challenges that you overcame?
Yeah.
And what were the results of your work?
Okay, and this would be a good place to mention
Yep.
my training and certifications.
For sure.
Okay, cool.
It's all about showing that you're committed
Yeah.
to the craft and those
Yeah.
qualifications
Yeah.
that make you stand out.
Perfect.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we've covered a lot of ground already,
We have.
but there are still a few more interview questions to tackle.
Yeah.
Let's take a quick break, and we'll jump right back into it.
Sounds good. Okay, so let's jump back into those interview questions.
Okay.
One thing that I think often trips people up
Yeah.
is talking about their experience with mold design and development.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
It might not be a direct part of every molding machine technician's job,
Right.
but I bet understanding the bigger picture is important.
It is, even if you haven't personally designed molds.
Mm-hmm.
You can still show them that you understand the process.
Okay.
Talk about the different types of molds that you've worked with,
Yeah.
the complexities of them,
Okay.
maybe even times when you've collaborated with design engineers.
So, like, even offering feedback on designs
Yes.
is valuable.
It is absolutely.
Okay.
Because it shows them that you're thinking beyond just operating the machine.
Right. You're considering the entire process.
Exactly.
The career guide mentions building a portfolio.
Mm-hmm.
Is that something that would come into play here?
It definitely could.
Okay.
If you have any projects or certifications
Okay.
related to mold design,
Yeah.
highlight them.
Okay.
Because it gives them concrete evidence of your understanding.
Okay. Cool. Let's shift gears a bit
Okay.
and talk about a question that I think many people dread.
Right.
Can you describe your experience with robotics
Oh, yeah.
and automation in molding processes?
That's a big one.
Yeah.
Automation is a big deal these days.
Yeah, it really is. So it's no surprise that this question comes up.
So what are the interviewers looking for when they ask this?
Yeah.
Because I feel like not every technician is going to have experience with robotics.
They just want to see if you're comfortable with technology,
Yeah.
if you can adapt to change,
Mm-hmm.
and if you're eager to learn.
So even if your experience is limited,
Right.
you can still make a positive impression.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, so how should someone approach this if they haven't worked with robots in a molding setting?
Talk about your interest in automation.
Okay.
Maybe you've researched different types of robots that are used in the industry. Maybe
Yeah.
you have some programming knowledge.
Okay.
Just highlight your willingness to learn.
Right. It's about potential,
It is.
not just about what you know.
Exactly. And if you do have experience with robotics,
Yeah.
this is your time to shine.
Okay.
Talk about those specific projects, the
Okay.
challenges that you faced, and
Okay.
the results that you achieved.
Okay, cool. So we've talked about technical skills,
Mm-hmm.
problem solving, even robotics.
Yeah.
But let's not forget about quality.
Yeah.
That's got to be a major focus
It is. Quality is so important.
in any manufacturing role.
Yeah. So when they ask you about ensuring the quality of those molded products,
Okay.
you really want to highlight how meticulous you are
Yeah.
and your understanding of those quality control procedures.
It's not just about meeting the standards.
Right.
It's about going above and beyond.
It is, exactly.
Okay.
So walk them through your process.
Okay.
Do you inspect the molds before production?
Mm-hmm.
How do you calibrate the machine settings?
Okay.
What checks are you performing during the molding process?
So showcasing those habits that show you're committed to excellence.
Right.
And don't forget about documentation.
Yeah.
The career guide really talks about that a lot.
Yeah, record keeping is so important.
So should I mention that I document any deviations?
Yes, and report those appropriately.
Yeah.
It shows that you're proactive and dedicated to continuous improvement.
That's a good point.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we've covered a lot with these specific questions.
Yeah, we have.
But before we wrap things up, I want to go back to RoleCatcher's AI,
Oh, yeah.
because it sounds like it can be a real game changer.
It really can.
For interview prep, tell me more about how these tools work.
Yeah, so their AI-powered interview prep tools offer a library of practice questions,
Okay.
and they're tailored to different industries
Oh, cool.
and job roles.
So I can practice my answers
Yeah,
and get feedback
exactly.
specific to the job I'm applying for.
Mhm.
That's amazing.
It's like having a mock interview,
yeah.
but with a virtual expert
right.
helping you identify the strengths and weaknesses.
Before the actual interview.
Yeah, and they also have a video simulation feature
Oh, wow.
where you can practice your delivery
Uh-huh.
and get feedback on your body language
Wow.
and tone.
That's like having a personal stylist and a speech coach.
It is.
All in one. That's amazing.
It's a great resource
Yeah.
for anyone who wants to feel confident and prepared.
And don't forget about the AI-powered resume builder.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
That can help you craft a professional and impactful resume.
So you really get everything you need
Yes, you do.
to prepare for that interview.
Right.
That's amazing.
Yeah, so these tools can really give you that extra edge.
Absolutely. Okay, so we've talked about interview questions. We've talked about RoleCatcher's AI. Let's get back to career paths.
Okay.
Because it's not just about getting the job.
Right.
It's about building a successful career.
Exactly.
So what does the career path for a molding machine technician look like?
It's a really clear path
Okay.
for advancement.
Oh,
You could start out as an assistant, learning the ropes,
yeah.
working alongside more experienced technicians.
Right.
And then as you gain that knowledge and expertise,
Yeah?
you can move on to independently handling those maintenance
Wow.
and troubleshooting tasks.
Okay, and then eventually...
And then eventually you could even lead teams
Wow.
and manage entire departments.
Becoming a true expert.
Right.
Oh my gosh.
And the demand for skilled technicians is on the rise.
Oh, wow.
So there's a lot of opportunity out there.
So you get a challenging and rewarding role, A&D job security.
Exactly.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's go back to a question we talked about earlier.
Okay.
What experience do you have with troubleshooting molding machines?
Yeah, that's a classic.
Yeah, it is.
It's a great opportunity to showcase those problem-solving skills
Yeah.
and your technical expertise.
So it's all about showing them that you can think on your feet
Yes.
and find solutions.
Even when faced with those unexpected challenges.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So what are some key points that I should highlight?
So you want to choose a specific example
Okay.
that demonstrates your ability to diagnose the problems,
Yeah.
to think critically,
Yeah.
and to find those creative solutions.
And what about walking them through my thought process?
Yes, walk them through that. Show them how you diagnosed that problem.
Mm-hmm.
What resources did you consult,
Yeah.
and how you ultimately found a solution.
Okay.
And don't be afraid to talk about the challenges that you faced.
Right.
It's about showing them that you can handle the pressure.
Yeah.
And that you can adapt your approach.
And learn from those mistakes.
Exactly. They want somebody who is resourceful and resilient.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yes.
And if you can highlight a positive outcome,
Oh, yeah.
like improved efficiency or reduced downtime,
Those things are really important.
they matter.
It shows them that you're making a difference.
Exactly.
Okay, cool. Let's talk about a question that often throws people off guard.
Okay.
Can you describe your experience with mold design and development?
Oh, yeah, the mold design question.
It might not be directly related to operating and maintaining the machines,
Right.
but I can see why they would ask it.
Yeah, they're just trying to see if you understand the bigger picture.
Okay, so how should someone approach this question if they haven't had direct experience with mold design?
Talk about the different types of molds that you've worked with,
Yeah.
their intricacies, and maybe any times when you've collaborated with design engineers.
Okay.
Maybe you even provided some feedback on
Right.
those designs.
From a technician's perspective.
Right, from a technician's perspective.
Suggesting improvement.
Exactly.
It makes a lot of sense.
It shows them that you're thinking beyond your isolated tasks. You're seeing how everything comes together.
Exactly.
And if you have any experience with CAD software
Yeah.
or other design tools,
Yeah.
mention that.
Okay.
Because that demonstrates your technical proficiency
Right.
and your willingness to kind of expand your skill set.
All right, so we've talked about troubleshooting, mold design,
Yep.
overall career path.
Mm-hmm.
Now let's talk about safety.
Yeah.
How should someone approach a question like,
Okay.
how do you ensure the safety of yourself and others while operating the molding machine?
Safety is so important.
Yeah.
So this is a question that will definitely come up.
Okay.
And it's really about showcasing your responsibility.
Yeah.
You know, being aware of the potential hazards
Mm-hmm.
and just creating that safe working environment
For everybody.
for everyone. Exactly.
Okay, so what's the best way to demonstrate that commitment to safety?
Go beyond just saying that you follow safety protocols.
Okay.
Give them specific examples.
All right.
Talk about wearing the proper PPE,
Yeah.
conducting pre-operation checks on that machine, and just being constantly aware of your surroundings.
Is there anything from the career guide that I could mention here?
Oh, for sure.
Okay.
You could talk about the importance of joining industry associations
yeah.
related to manufacturing or plastics, because
Okay.
they offer a lot of great safety resources
Yeah.
and training programs.
Shows them that you're really dedicated to it.
Exactly.
Okay, awesome. let's talk about a question that often throws people off guard. How do you stay up to date with the latest molding technology and techniques?
Oh, this is a good one.
I feel like this is a question that really wants to know.
It does.
Are you passionate about this?
Yeah.
Are you willing to keep learning?
Exactly.
So how do I answer that?
Be specific.
Okay.
Don't just say you read industry magazines.
Right.
Talk about the conferences and workshops you've attended,
So,
the online courses you've completed,
mhm.
professional organizations you're a member of.
Okay.
You know, there's all kinds of online resources too.
Yeah, like websites and blogs.
Exactly. Websites, blogs, forums.
Mm.
Just show them that you're actively seeking out those opportunities to learn,
Okay.
to stay ahead of the curve.
Cool. All right. So we've covered a lot,
We have.
from specific interview questions to broader career advice.
Yes.
But before we wrap up, I want to circle back to RoleCatcher's AI tools.
Okay.
Those things sound amazing.
Yeah, they're fantastic. For
Okay.
anybody who is prepping for an interview.
We talked about the interview prep tools and the resume builder. What other features are helpful for job seekers?
So they also have a ton of resources,
Okay.
like company reviews,
Oh.
salary information, and even personalized career advice.
Oh, wow.
It's really a one-stop shop
It really is.
for everything career-related.
That's amazing. Okay, so RoleCatcher has a lot to offer.
They do.
Let's go back to the interview questions.
All right.
How do you prioritize and manage your workload
Yeah.
when multiple machines require maintenance at the same time?
Ooh, that's a good one.
Yeah,
Because things can get really hectic.
for sure.
So they're looking at your organizational skills,
Okay.
your ability to multitask,
hmm
and how you make those decisions under pressure.
So how do I answer that one?
Explain your process for assessing the severity of each issue,
Okay.
how you track deadlines,
Yeah.
and how you prioritize those tasks.
And don't forget to mention the software and
Oh.
tools that you've used.
Bring those up for workload management because
Yeah.
it really shows them, that technical side of things
Okay.
and that efficiency.
Cool. And specific examples are important.
Yes, specific examples are always great.
Okay.
Maybe you had to troubleshoot a critical machine malfunction
hmm
while also completing routine maintenance on other equipment.
Oh, that's a good example.
Yeah.
Okay. So this is one that makes me nervous.
Okay.
Can you describe your experience with troubleshooting molding machines?
Oh, yeah, that's a classic.
It really is.
Yeah.
But it's a good one to really showcase my skills.
It is.
What are they looking for there?
They want to see you think critically,
Ugh.
identify the root cause of
Yeah.
a problem,
Yeah.
and come up with effective solutions.
So how should I approach this question?
Choose a specific example
Okay.
that demonstrates your ability to diagnose problems,
Mm-hmm.
think on your feet,
Yeah.
and find those creative solutions.
I should walk them through my process.
Yeah, step by step.
Okay.
Explain your thinking.
Show them what you did.
Makes sense. It's all about those details.
It is.
To make that story come to life and show my skills.
Right. And don't be afraid to talk about those challenges that you faced.
Okay.
It's about showing them that you can handle that pressure
Yeah.
and that you can learn from those experiences.
Okay. Let's wrap up with one final question.
Okay.
What experience do you have in operating and maintaining molding machines?
That seems pretty straightforward,
Yeah, it does.
but there's a lot more to it than you might think.
Okay.
You really want to showcase your technical knowledge here
Okay.
and your ability to explain those complex processes
Clearly and concisely.
in a clear and concise way. Exactly.
So key points to highlight.
Go beyond just listing the machines that you've worked with.
Okay.
Give them specific examples.
Mm-hmm.
Talk about the types of products that you've produced
Yeah.
and highlight those challenges that you've overcome.
So paint a picture for the interviewer.
Show them what you've done.
Show them your hands-on experience
Okay.
and your understanding of those machines.
Don't forget about my certifications and training.
Yes, absolutely mention those.
Okay.
It shows that you're committed to professional development.
All right. So that covers a lot.
We've covered a lot of ground.
We've talked about questions. We've talked about career paths,
Yes.
RoleCatcher's AI tools.
Yep. Remember, preparation is key to acing any interview.
That's true.
So do your research,
Mm,
practice your answers,
yeah.
and most importantly, be yourself.
Be yourself.
Yeah. Let that passion shine through,
Yeah.
and you'll be well on your way to landing that dream job.
And don't forget to check out RoleCatcher's resources.
Oh, yeah.
They're AI-powered tools.
It can be a real game changer.
They can.
Mm-hmm.
To help you craft a winning resume,
Mm-hmm.
practice your skills.
Yeah.
Get personalized feedback.
Yes.
Absolutely.
So put in the work
Yeah.
and get ready to impress those hiring managers.
Okay, so this deep dive has been incredible. I feel like it's given anyone listening the tools and insights
Mm,
they need to approach their interview confidently.
for sure.
But remember, this is just the beginning.
It is.
The field of molding machine technology is full of opportunities.
So go out there and make the most of it.
Yeah.
You got this.
Okay, so we're back, and we're ready to dive into some more of these molding machine technician interview questions.
Sounds good.
Let's jump right in with one that might seem kind of basic.
Okay.
What experience do you have in operating and maintaining molding machines?
That's a good one to start with.
Yeah, this seems pretty straightforward.
It does, but, it's a good opportunity to really showcase that deep understanding
Okay.
and your passion for the work.
So how do you go beyond just listing off all the machines you've used?
Yeah, you don't want to just rattle off a list.
Right.
Think of it like telling a story.
Okay.
Share specific examples. Highlight those types of products that you've made.
Using those machines.
Yeah.
Okay.
Did you encounter any unique challenges?
Okay.
Were there any specific results that you're really proud of?
Okay, so it's about bringing your experience to life
It is.
and showing them what you've done.
Exactly.
Okay. And speaking of details,
Yeah.
would this be a good time to mention any of my training or certifications?
Yes, absolutely.
Right.
Highlighting those qualifications really sets you apart.
Okay.
It shows that commitment to professional development.
So even if I don't have tons of experience,
Right.
showing that initiative to learn can really make a difference.
It can make a huge difference. And, the career guide really emphasizes that.
Okay.
The importance of continuous learning in this field.
Yeah, technology is always changing.
It's constantly evolving, so staying up to date is crucial.
So how do I convince the interviewer that I'm not going to be left behind?
Yeah.
I bet they ask that directly.
Oh, do they want to know how you stay current
Okay.
with all those latest technologies and techniques?
So how do I answer that?
Be specific.
Okay.
Don't just give them a vague answer. Like, I read industry magazines.
Right.
Talk about those conferences and workshops you've attended.
Yeah.
Online courses, professional organizations you're a part of.
And the career guide mentions building a portfolio.
It does.
Would that be useful here?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
That's where you can showcase those courses or certifications
Perfect.
related to those new technologies.
To prove that I'm actually doing it.
Right. You're not just talking the talk, you're walking the walk.
Okay, so we've talked about experience, staying current, highlighting those qualifications.
Mm-hmm.
Let's talk about those tell me about a time questions.
Oh, yeah.
Those always make me a little nervous.
Those behavioral questions can be a little tricky,
Yeah.
but remember, they're just trying to understand
Yeah.
how you've handled real-world situations
Okay.
and what you learned from those experiences.
Okay, so when they ask something like, can you describe a time when you had to troubleshoot a complex issue
Yeah,
with a molding machine?
that's a common one.
Yeah, what are they really looking for?
They want to assess those problem-solving skills.
Okay.
That ability to think critically under pressure,
Mm-hmm.
and really your overall competence as a molding machine technician.
Okay, so how do I answer that one?
Choose a specific example
Okay.
that really showcases your expertise,
Okay.
and then walk them through the problem, the
Yeah.
steps you took to diagnose it,
Right.
the tools and resources you used,
Mm-hmm.
and how you actually resolved that issue.
Okay.
It's about showcasing that perseverance.
Right, and my ability to find a solution even when things get tough.
Exactly. And don't be afraid to talk about those challenges you encountered.
Right.
Maybe you had to consult technical manuals,
Yeah.
brainstorm with colleagues,
Right.
experiment with different solutions.
Showing that you're resourceful.
Exactly.
Okay, and highlight the outcome.
Yes, the outcome is important.
Okay.
Did your solution improve efficiency,
Mm-hmm.
reduce downtime,
Yeah.
enhance product quality?
Those are all really important things to mention.
Those details matter.
Okay, cool. Before we wrap up, I
Yeah.
want to emphasize the value of RoleCatcher's resources.
Yes, their career guides are amazing.
They are.
They offer so much insight into different industries and job roles.
And their AI-powered tools are a total game changer
They are.
for job seekers.
Yes.
We've talked about the AI-powered interview prep tools and the resume builder, but I feel like they have so much more to offer.
They do. They really do. Their platform has company reviews, salary information,
Oh, wow.
even personalized career advice.
So it's really everything you need
It is.
in one place
That's a one-stop shop.
to navigate the job market.
It is.
That's incredible.
Yeah. And with that, I think we've covered just about everything.
Yeah,
You need to know to really ace that molding machine technician interview.
absolutely.
So remember, preparation is key.
Yeah.
Do your research.
Hmm.
Practice those answers.
Yeah.
And most importantly, be yourself.
Be yourself.
Yes, let that passion shine through, and you'll be well on your way to landing that job.
This deep dive has been a fantastic journey,
It has been.
giving everyone the tools and insights they need to approach that interview confidently.
I hope so.
But remember, this is just the beginning.
It is.
The field of molding machine technology is full of exciting opportunities.
So go out there and make the most of them.
Yes.
We're confident you'll do great things.